Hey everyone, welcome to Pabbly Subscription Billing. In this short product demo video, I'll be giving you a quick walkthrough of all the features that are included under Pabbly Subscription Billing so that after watching the video, you'll come to know how easy it is to use Pabbly Subscription Billing. You just need to add your product and start collecting payments from your customers. Now, to start, what you need to do, you just need to go to the search engine and type pabbly.com/subscriptions. And as soon as you enter, you will be redirected to a beautiful page where you need to sign in or sign up for free if you do not have an account, and if you already have one, just sign in. So as soon as you sign in, you will be redirected to this page and just click on access now. And here you need to add some basic details. So the first one being the company name, so just add your company name here. After adding the company name, what you need to do is to select the currency in which you wish to receive payments from your customers. Later on, you can also select as many currencies as you wish to. But for now, I'll be selecting US dollar here. Enter your phone number so that if you have any doubt or query in the future and you reach us so that we can contact you further. Now, as soon as you click on continue, you need to follow these three basic steps. These are ABC of Pabbly subscription billing. So the first step being enable the test gateway, and it will be enabled with a single click. So the test gateway is used to collect payments while testing the platform. So just click on it, enable test payment gateway, and it will be enabled. Now the next thing you need to do is to add your product. So my product name is Guitar Lessons. Now click on submit. And after that, you need to add a plan that is associated with your product. So just click on add new plan. Now we need to add a lot of details about our product. So the first one being the plan name. So as my product name is Guitar Lessons, I'll be entering my plan name as Beginner to Pro. Now as you can see, while I'm entering the plan name, the plan code is generating automatically, and this can be edited manually as well. Now you'll say what is the purpose of this plan code. So I'll just explain you shortly. Let's say if I have created a 7 or 10 plan for this particular product, and if you want to identify this particular plan, so the plan code is used. Now, while doing payment at the checkout page, we can see the plan code attached with the URL so that we can identify this particular plan. Now, talking about the billing cycle, we have two billing cycles here. The first one being the one-time and the second being recurring. If you wish to receive a one-time payments from your customer, so you can select one-time billing cycle, or if you wish to receive payments every monthly, weekly, or yearly as per your plan for a number of billing cycle. So you can enter the number of billing cycle here. Or if you want to charge your customers every monthly, weekly, or yearly automatically for forever billing cycle. So for that, you can just leave the space empty here until the customer himself or we as a merchant cancels his subscription. Now as you can see, while I'm entering the number of billing cycle, a checkbox is dropping down, and this basically means that after the completion of all these billing cycles, we as a merchant will have the option to keep this particular subscription status as live or expired. So you can select it accordingly here. So let's say for this particular plan, that is Beginner to Pro, for my product that is Guitar Lessons, I'll be charging my customers every 1 month for 12 billing cycles. Now this is the most important part of the video. This is the pricing model. In Pabbly subscription billing, we have various pricing models to choose from. So as you can see, there are 7 pricing models. So I'll just explain you one by one. So the first one being the flat fee pricing model. Flat fee pricing involves charging a fixed rate for a particular product. So let's say we'll take example of this particular antique rare article that is being sold at a price of $500. So there is no quantity associated with this product. Now, as the customer will go to the checkout page, he will not have the option to choose the quantity of this product. So that's how the flat fee pricing model works here. Now, the second pricing model we have here is the per unit pricing model. In per unit pricing model, the amount changes according to the quantity of the product. So let's say we're going to take example of this particular notebook. So let's say if this notebook costs $20. Now, while doing payment at the checkout page, your customer will have the option to select as many quantities as he wish to purchase. So let's say if he purchases 2 quantities, he'll be charged a total of $40. Let the customer purchase 5 quantities, he will be charged a total of $100. So that's how the per unit pricing model works here. So the third pricing model we have here is the volume pricing model. Now, in volume pricing model, we can set ranges of product and assign per unit price to each range. Now, what does this mean? We're going to understand this with an example. So let's say if I sell these ink pen. Now, we have set a range from 1 to 5 units with the per unit price as $20. From 6 to 10 unit with per unit price as $15, and from 11 units and above with the per unit price as $12. Now let's say if a customer purchases 5 quantities, that falls on the first range, that is 1 to 5 units with the per unit price as $20, the customer will be charged a total of $100. Now let's say if he enters another range, that is from 6 to 10 units, and if the customer purchases 6 units. Now with the per unit pricing as $15, the customer will be charged a total of $90. So the volume pricing model basically means the larger the purchase, the lesser will be the price. So you must have seen eminent websites like Alibaba, AliExpress. These all website uses volume pricing models. Now we're going to talk about our fourth pricing model, that is the tiered pricing model here. Now tiered pricing model is almost similar to the volume pricing model, where we set ranges of product and assign per unit price to each range. Now what makes it different? We'll just understand this. So let's say we have set a range from 1 to 3 units with per unit price as $3, for 4 to 5 units with per unit price as $2, and from 6 units and above with per unit price as $1. Now let's say if a customer purchases a total of 7 units. Now with the first 3 units with the per unit price as $3, plus with the other 2 units, next 2 units, that is 4 to 5 units with the per unit price as $2, and the last 2 unit with the per unit price as $1, that amounts to a total of $15. So that's how the tiered pricing model works here. Now we're going to talk about the stair-step pricing model. It is almost similar to the volume pricing model and the tiered pricing model. But the difference is that we're going to set ranges of product and assign a flat fee for the entire range. So let's say we are selling notebooks, and with a range from 1 to 7 units, we have set a flat fee of $100. So let the customer purchase anywhere between 1 to 7 units, whether the customer purchases 3 units or 5 units or 7 units. He will be charged a same price, that is $100. Now let's say we have set another range that is from 8 to 15 units with the flat fee for the entire range as $80. Now let the customer purchase anywhere between 8 to 15, that is let him purchase 10 units or 13 units or 15 units. He'll be charged the same price, that is $80. Now we're going to talk about the donation pricing model here. In donation pricing model, your customer will have the option to donate as much as he wish to. Here you also have the option to set a minimum price that you wish to charge for your product from your customers. Your customer cannot donate the price below the minimum price that you have set. However, he can donate much higher price from the minimum price that you have set. Now let's say if you are selling this jute bag for which you are charging your customers $10. Now let the customer donate $15, $50, or as much as he wants to. So basically, in donation pricing model, within a single checkout page, your customers will have the option to donate as many amounts as they wish to. Now at last, we're going to talk about the variable pricing model here. In variable pricing model, we can just auto increase the price of a product after a number of sales or after a certain number of hours. So let's say during a Christmas sale, I'm selling this t-shirt. Now I want the price of this t-shirt to be increased by $5 after every 24 hours, or let's say after every 10 sales. Now let's say if 10 sales get completed. Now from the 11th sale, the new price of this t-shirt will be $105. So that's how the variable pricing model works here. Now that I've explained you all the pricing models, I'm gonna set the flat fee pricing model for this particular plan. Now I'm gonna set the price of my guitar tutorials as $100 per month. Here you have the option to add a setup fee, and this is a one-time fee. So let's say I'm gonna charge $20 as a setup fee from my customers. And note this thing, that this is the one-time fee that will be charged once at the starting of billing cycle. So let's say I have set 12 billing cycles. Then for the first billing cycle, along with the plan fee that is $100, my customers will be charged a total of $120. But from the next billing cycle, the customer will only be charged with the plan fee that is $100. Now as you can see, the setup fee can be fixed or quantity wise. And if you are gonna select the setup fee as quantity wise, then it's gonna change according to the plan quantity. As much as the plan quantity will increase, the setup fee will also increase. Here also you have the option to add the trial period. So for that you can charge your customers with some price, or if you want to give a free trial period, so just keep the space empty here. And here you can enter the number of days for which you want to give your customers trial period, and you can select days or month from here. Now the most important part of this video is the plan description here. Now I'm gonna add some description about my plan, that is give live one-on-one online guitar classes for all ages. Get your first 100 classes for free. Along with adding the plan description, you have the option to customize the text from here. You can align the text here, you can make it bold, you can make it italic, you can underline the text from here, you can set the text size, and you can even add a link along with this. So let's say if you already have a customers and you want your new customers to get to show your review, your existing customer reviews, so you can just enter the link here. After adding the plan description, let me add an image of my product here. Now that I have added the image of my product, I'm just gonna add some point so that my customer will have the overview of what they are actually buying. Now the last option you can see here is the payment gateway, and you can see two options, that is all gateway and selected gateways. And if you're going to select all gateways, that means all the payment gateways that are integrated in your subscription billing account will be shown as an option at the checkout page while your customer will be doing the payments. Now let's say if you want to offer your customers a selected gateway for this particular plan. So let's say if you have integrated PayPal, Stripe, or any other payment gateway, and if you want to offer them, so it will be shown here and you can select it manually here. For now, I'll be giving all gateways here. We have added all the details for the plan, but for now, now we'll be discussing some other points. So the first one being the payment field settings. So let's take a case in which a customer is doing the payment and that payment get failed. Now to make the payment again, we give our customers option to make the payment again, and for that we can offer a selected gateway and all gateways here. You can keep the plan status as active or inactive as per your need. Enter a custom link of a store or any website so that after the successful purchase of this particular plan, your customers will be redirected to that page. The payment term we have here is so let's say if you select net 15 and you have you and you have selected a recurring billing cycle. So if you select net 15, that basically means your customers will have 15 more days to make the payment from the subscription billing date. And same goes with net 30, net 45, net 60, or you have two options, that is due end of the month or due end of the next month. The last option you can see here is the plan metadata, and this field is for your reference only, and this will not be shown to your customers. You can just include some additional data in the plan. Now at last I'm going to save my plan here. Now from here you can just copy the URL and share it with your customers, or what you can do, you can just go to the checkout page. Now this is how the checkout page will be shown to your customers. You can see the product name, the plan name along with the price, the plan description along with the image and some points here, your offered payment gateways, and the customer just need to add some basic details and he's good to go. Now what we will do, we'll just make a quick payment and we'll see what happens after that. So before making the payment, let me show you there is no customer details as no payment has been done, no sales details, no subscriptions, and no invoice. We'll just go to the products here and we'll make a quick payment. Now as you can see, the payment is successful. We'll just go back to the page here and we'll refresh the page here. Now we'll go to the customer section, and here you can see the customer has been created. Now we'll go to the sales section and you can see the sales is success, and we'll go to the subscription section and subscription is live. And at last we'll go to invoice section here and you can see the invoice has paid. Now here the list of all the paid and unpaid customer will appear here. You can access the details of that customer by just clicking on its mail ID. Now as soon as I click on the ID, you can see the first thing, you can see the purchase information, its subscription details, the customer's transaction details, and all the customer details here, and affiliate details, whether you have added him as an affiliate or not, and all the card that is associated with this customer will appear here. Now let's say if you have a customer outside the Pabbly subscription billing and the customer has paid you the amount by cash. So what you can do, you can just add the customer manually here. So for that, just click on add customer and add some basic details like its first name, last name, and email ID, and just save it, and the customer data will appear here. Now we'll go to sales section here. So whenever the customer makes a payment or subscribe to a plan, sales are generated. There are different status of sales. You can see here is the failed, refund, success, or created. Here also when you click on the customer mail ID, all the details related to the sales will appear here. Here you can see the payment success details, subscription information, transaction details, invoice details, and card details. Now let's say if a customer is asking for a refund, so that option only is available at the sales section. What you need to do, you just need to select the customer here and click here. And here you can see three options, and you can see the refund option. So just click on it and you can see two options here. So you can select them accordingly. And if you want to know the whole process and how things works, I have made a separate video on each and every point, like refund, record refund. So you can just go and watch it later. Now we'll go to subscription section here, and all the subscription of the customer and different status of it, like subscription is live, pending, or it's on trial period, or expired, or done or cancelled, will appear here. Now the similar case we'll see that if a customer has paid you the amount by cash, and to add the subscription of that customer, what you can do, you can just add the subscription manually here. So for that, what you need to do, you just need to select the mail ID of that customer and add basic details here. Now at last we'll talk about invoice. Now whenever the customer makes a payment, whether it's success or it's failed or it's due, an invoice is generated and invoice is sent to the customer and merchant as well. Now we'll just click on invoice to see what are the details mentioned. So in invoice, you can see our invoice heading or invoice prefix and the count from which the invoice is starting, our company name, and the invoice heading here, and the details of the plan here and the quantity, the plan description along with the image and some points. So you also have the option to add an invoice manually. So for that, you can just click on add invoice and add some basic details here. Now, if you want to know how to add a subscription manually, how to add an invoice manually, I have made a separate video on all these topics. What you need to do, you just need to go to the description section of this video and you can watch them. Now, at last, I'll show you one thing, that is to integrate a payment gateway. For that, you need to go to the settings and go to the payment gateway integration here. So just click on payment gateway integration. And let's say I want to integrate Stripe as my payment gateway here. So just click on connect now. And you can see two options. What we need to paste is the publishable key and the Stripe secret key. So what I'll do, I'll just quickly log into my Stripe account. Now, as soon as you log into your Stripe account, what you need to do, you just need to go to the developer section, and here you can find the option of API keys. Now, to set up this particular Stripe payment gateway, we need publishable key and the Stripe secret key. So you can see both the keys here, and what you need to do, you just need to copy the key and paste it here. And after adding all the details, just click on submit, and you can see we have added Stripe as a payment gateway. Now, Pabbly subscription billing is famous for providing various payment gateway to receive payments from your customers. We have a lot of payment gateways for every country. What you need to do, you just need to follow some basic steps and start collecting payments from your customers. We have added a short videos for each and every payment gateway integration. Just go and watch it. Now at last, I'll just say it's very easy to use Pabbly subscription billing, and what you need to do, you just need to add your product and add a plan along with it and start collecting payments from your customers. Now add a product or create a plan or do anything under Pabbly subscription billing. And if you have any doubts while doing so, you can just go to the need help section, or you can just mail us at admin@pabbly.com. We are always there for support. Thank you.